Hello, what's up YouTube photographer Ronix with a brand new tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to be learning about how I usually color grade images in Capture. So Capture is a raw processing software that is going to help you color grade your images better and in a more professional way. So this is not a sponsored video by Capture, but it is just a video to show you how you can easily understand or utilize the power of Capture to make your images look better and more professional. So this is the image from the previous shoot I did, and I hope you saw the behind the scenes of this very shoot on this channel. And if at all you haven't watched it, make sure that you watch the behind the scenes. So this is the image that we're going to be using for today's tutorial. So in Capture One, as you can notice, I'm using a slightly older version of Capture One, and I'm using Capture One 21. So for those that always ask about the software, I'm using Capture One 21. So you're going to go straight into editing or color grading this very image. So in order to color grade, always make sure that you have color grade on layers. So for the basic adjustments on the image, you always have to color grade or do the basic adjustments. For example, the contrast and the light issues on the background layer itself. So this is the background layer. So I'm just going to be doing those adjustments. So usually I would come and take down the highlights a little bit and do the same for my whites. Then I'll just come and pump up the contrast. Because I'm shooting images, I usually take out the contrast from the camera itself. Then I'm going to come to my levels and simply pull in my blacks just like that, and also pull the whites up like that. So that is going to add contrast to the image itself. After I've done the basic adjustments, the next thing I tend to do is doing the color grading itself. So usually I come to this plus icon and I right click and I come to new field adjustment layer. So by creating this, it means that the color grading I'm going to do is going to be affecting the overall image in this case. So like I said, this is a new field adjustment layer. It's going to be affecting the image on a global or a whole level. So after doing this, the very first thing I tend to do in Capture is first of all handling the skin tone. Remember, the most powerful tool of Capture is the skin tone unifying tool. So I'm just going to come to this. I'm just going to scroll down to where it says my color editor. And if I told you you'd love your interface of Capture to look like mine, simply come to window and you come to workspace, then you come to migration and you have your interface looking like mine. And as you are proceeding with this tutorial and you're missing something or a tool within your Capture, simply right click on this side and you come to add tool and you add whichever tool you're missing within your Capture One. So like I said, you're just going to scroll down here and you're going to come to skin tone. So I'm just going to simply left click and simply left click to get the color picker tool. So this skin tone option helps us to get a uniform skin color for the model. So I'll just simply zoom in by pressing Ctrl or Command plus on the keyboard and hold down the space bar key. So you can see that the face is slightly different from the hands in this case. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to choose an area within the model's face that I want the rest of the skin to look like. So I'm just going to choose, for example, this area right here. Left click on that area and you can see it is going to choose for me the colors that fall within that range. We have some yellows, reds, oranges and magentas. So after selecting this color, I'm just going to come and I start unifying this color so they can look the same. You can say hand is slightly different from the face because of a makeup. So I'm just going to come to uniformity and I'm just going to take up the uniformity slider. And as I'm doing that, you can notice that the hand is also turning out to look like the face in this case. And when you feel like it is enough, you can just come and slightly take up the saturation if at all you feel like they are not matching. So right now the hand and the face are really looking uniform, but you can as well come and take it up if at all it is not to your satisfaction. So we have one big issue right now. So as we're trying to color grade the skin, it is also affecting the environment. Remember, right above on the layer panel, we created a new field adjustment here. Remember, it is affecting the overall image, but we only want it to affect the face or the skin of the model. So in that case, what we want to do, you're just going to come and simply right click on this layer that we created and simply clear the mask. So after clearing the mask, you're going to notice that the color grading is going to disappear completely from the overall image. And in order to paint back the colors within the skin area, you're just going to you can use the shortcut of B for the brush tool, or you can as well come and select the brush tool down here. So after pressing B on the keyboard, you can as well press M for mask, so that it can show you where you're going to be painting on the skin area. So I'm just going to come and simply left click and paint only on the skin area. So just going to do a quick one right here. So I'm just going to paint on only the skin in this case. So I'm just going to just paint onto the skin just like that. Remember, the brush is now painting back the colors that we inverted or cleared from the mask on which we had done the color grading. So just going to be doing this. So just paint on only the hands, and when you feel like you have painted out of the targeted area, remember you don't want to change the makeup patterns. So just come and get the eraser tool, or you can use E on the keyboard and you can zoom in, and using the eraser tool you can rub away the extras that you did not want to paint within your image. So I'm just going to rub away those extras. And for example, the eyes, you don't want to paint in the eyes, so I'll just come and using the eraser tool, I'll just rub that even from the lips or the lipstick. So press B once again and paint that back. And to erase, you press E and you rub the color grading from all the extras that you painted as you're trying to color grade. So I'm just doing a rough job right here. So I'm just going to use the eraser and rub out the extras. So after that, you can simply press M to hide the mask, and you can see right now you have just color graded only the skin and we are not affecting the environment or the surrounding. So for the surrounding, that what I tend to do, I come and create another new field adjustment layer and come down to my color editor tool. So just come to the basic panel and come to the greens. So I just simply take up the hues for the green color just like that, and also come and take the hues of my yellows, and you can see that it makes the image pop from the background and it takes the yellowness from the green color. So I just come and the saturation of the greens and simply drop down the saturation of the green color so that the green is not shouting or it is not too much. Then I'll come to my reds and simply, because this top really looks weird, so I'll just make it a little bit more on the orange side. The next thing I'll do, I'll just come to my blues because I want this to look a little bit more on the aqua side. So I just come and hue that blue color towards the aquas, and I'll increase the saturation and simply take up the lightness so that it can pop a little bit more or make it stand out a little bit more. So this is it, or this is how I color grade within Capture, and you can see a quick before and after for this very image. So this is the image before and after, before, after. Or when you're color grading and you have a number of images, you can simply come to adjustments and you copy your adjustments to a given or different image and paste them to another image of the same session. So this is how I usually color grade within Capture One. And if at all you have learned something, you don't forget to like this video and don't forget to subscribe this channel. If at all you're watching and you're not subscribed yet to this channel, Ronix from Ronix Photography, thank you for watching. I'll see you in yet more tutorials on this channel, and don't forget to keep practicing and also keep creating.